Biodiversity is not a limited concern. This is a topic that affects all living things, whether they are plants, organisms, or animals. Protecting biodiversity is about finding real ways to coexist without harming one another. It also involves committing to practices that consider diverse ecosystems and habitats around the world. We can participate in the protection of biodiversity by becoming knowledgeable about the things we buy, consume, and use. How we treat the environment is also how we treat biodiversity. Our lives are impacted regularly when it comes to water, food, oxygen, and other resources we need. And as a student and normal citizen, we have a big part on protecting our biodiversity even the simplest way we can. It should start within ourselves so we can be Here in my videos, I will show you my simple ways on how to protect.
What is biodiversity loss? Biodiversity loss refer to the decline or disappearance of biological diversity as the variety of living things that inhabit that planet is different levels of biological organization, their respective genetic variability, as well as the natural pattern present in ecosystem. So biological loss is traditionally defined as the variety of life on Earth. In all its form, it's comprised of number of species, their genetic variation, and the interaction of this life form within complex ecosystem. Cause of diversity loss. Biodiversity has declined at an alarming rate in recent years. As a result of human activity, let's take a look at some of the main causes: climate change, pollution, destruction of habitats, intensive alien species, overexploitation of the natural environment. Climate change impacts that biodiversity at various levels, species, distribution, population, dynamic, community, structure, and the function of the ecosystem. Pollution. When we talk about pollution, we may think of car exhaust fume flowing into the atmosphere. But biodiversity is not only affected by this type, it is also affected by noisy pollution and light pollution. Invasive alien species are animals and planets that are introducing accidentally or deliberately into the natural environment where they are not normally found, with serious negative consequences for their new environment. Destruction of habitats, soil pollution, and changes in its uses due to the activities such as deforestation have a negative impact on ecosystem and the species that make them up.
Over-exploitation of the natural environment. The over-exploitation of the natural resources, that is their consumption at the speed greater than of the natural degradation, has an adverse impact on their planet's flora.
Effects of biodiversity loss. Biodiversity loss has many consequences not only for the environment but also for the human being at the economic and healthy level. Extinction of species, the alternative and destruction of habitats, but thousands of species in danger of threat to human beings. Biodiversity loss dangers human well-being by affecting soil and water, which are fundamental to food production. Proliferation of pests, for example, imbalance in ecosystem can lead to the emergency of pests that damage crops. Increasing in CO2 emissions, the capacity of forests and oceans to absorb CO2 decrease if their ecosystem are adversely. Solution to biodiversity loss. During the presentation of UN report in 2019, the Director General of the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization that there is life beyond water, life of land. Life Beyond Water aims to sustainably manage and protect marine, coastal, terrestrial, and inland freshwater ecosystem, address the effects of ocean acidification and regulated fishing while promoting sustainable fishing. Life on Land seek to protect, restore, and promote the sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem, manage forests and rivers, land degradation, combat desertification, and stop biodiversity loss. Biodiversity important. Healthy ecosystem provide us with many essentials as take for granted. Plants convert energy from the sun, make it available to another life form. In short, biodiversity provide us with clean air, fresh water, good quality soil, and improve pollination. It helps us to fight climate change and adapt it, as well as produce the impact of natural hazard.